In this video, we will see how to use the import process to manage our company contacts. I have a spreadsheet of 8 company contacts that I would like to import into the system versus entering in the manual method. Let's see how this is done. First, because my login has admin access, I'm able to get into the setup area. I then go to the Import-Export Center. I'm going to drag the file onto the surface here, import it. I could click the white envelope alternatively. I'm going to choose company contacts as the import option. On this particular pass, I could actually import the entire spreadsheet in a single pass, but I want to demonstrate how we can import and then subsequently update using an import. So the first import we'll actually use to create the contacts. The second import we'll use to add a login to the contacts just imported. Also notice our column headers, nothing special here other than this one says email to, and I did that so I could show how something, when it doesn't auto map during an import, you understand how that works. I clicked on company contacts as the import type, and all my fields auto mapped. Again, like I just explained, I don't want to map these right now, although I could. I simply want to import the actual contact. And notice the email field did not map because email to does not match the field name that I'm going into, so I have to do that manually. All right, let's run this import and see what we get. Processed 8 rows, no warnings, imported 7 rows, but here's a row that didn't import. In every single import process, there's a feedback document provided where you can see any kind of problems that might have occurred. So I've opened up the feedback document here, and we can see that Brett is already in the system. It matches on first name and last name. It found Brett already, so it did not import Brett. However, if we check the update option, then we can update Brett. Let's do that next. So now that we've imported, you can see that we now have 9 contacts, whereas before we only had 2. Let's update these contacts with usernames, passwords, and roles. So I go back to my Import-Export Center, drag my spreadsheet onto the surface, choose my import type of company contacts. This time I'm going to choose the update option. I already have first name, last name mapped because those are my key fields, and the username, password, and role auto mapped. I don't need to re-import email, I already did that. So I'll run the import here. You can see we have 8 rows processed. There's only 1 row with a warning. 4 rows actually got imported and 3 did not. So once again to the feedback file. And I'm going to sort on this handy has error warning column so I can put all my problem rows at the top. I can see there is a warning message saying even though I opted to update Brett Baskfield, the only thing that was actually going to get updated was the password because I can't update the username, or I can actually update the role, but he was already in an admin role, so nothing got updated there. But you cannot update a password through an import. And for Ivana, Scott, and Brian, we specified an operations role that does not exist in our list of roles inside the system right now. So that's a problem. And these others actually had logins created. We can fix this by importing another spreadsheet with the proper role name and again choosing the update option, but I'm sure you get how this works. So now if I go up to my contacts, I will see I have some more usernames sprinkled into my list of contacts. The last thing we can do through an import is actually delete contacts. So let's see what that looks like. If I come in here, and I'm just going to add in another column called delete, and I'll just put in 1s for every single row. We're going to basically delete everybody in the system. So I've saved the spreadsheet. I'll go back to the Import-Export Center, drag my contact spreadsheet back onto the surface, choose company contacts, and update. My first name and last name fields auto-map. Those are my key fields. Notice that the delete field also auto-mapped. I really don't care about these because I'm deleting. I'll just go ahead and remove them. and I'll click on import. Now you can see that we had 8 rows with warnings. So let's see what the feedback is on them. And you'll see that the warnings are simply telling us that the contact was deleted. So all is good. I just showed how to manage your contacts through the Import and Export Center. We created contacts, updated them, and removed them.